I think it used to be even noisier and more chaotic. And I think that we've sort of refined our sound into something that's a little more listenable, maybe. Maybe my original thought was like, oh, I want it to be a punk band, and then we ended up playing with some people that have different influences, and it all came together as like, oh, it's like this thing that's different from what any of us thought it would be originally.
Yeah, just kind of let it out, and if anything sounds cool, we'll just keep doing it until it sticks.
I think I can actually have a folkier voice than I sound like here, and like I do a lot more screaming and a lot more like kind of punk rock sort of stuff with this band than I've done with other bands.
We have this tape recorder. I don't even know if that thing.
We forget.
I don't know if it has batteries.
But a lot of the time I'll like call myself and sing into my own answering machine.
Sometimes it's like trying to get 4 people to draw a picture of a horse when none of them know what a horse looks like, and it's frustrating, but at the same time it's so much more interesting than one person writing the songs and handing them out to people.
We each write our own parts. Very much so. So nothing is ever really fleshed out at all until the 4 of us are together.
Collaboration is a really important part of autodrone.
You know, with Jeremy, he has like a very specific situation with his guitar and his effects. Angel plays, you know, the ARP, which is like, you can't ignore that thing, you know? So if I want to get heard, I have to sing in a very particular way.
That's really good.
So far of all the bands I played with, sort of like the greatest mix of all that I've sort of been influenced by, so just keeping it going deaf and having fun. Hold it like this. I do feel like I haven't been maxed out yet. I'm kind of a monster and like I'm pretty much the best drummer in the world, so no.
But keep it at that kind of...
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's like the best.
There's definitely control there that becomes inadvertent or becomes unconscious while I sing. I know that there's an audience there. I know I'm being watched, but you have to be raw. If you're not raw, it's boring. It's so boring. It's so boring.
I don't mind giving a bad show, and I don't mind giving a show that technically doesn't work out, or like, you know, maybe everybody's holding their ears or something. Like, that's not what bothers me. What would bother me is a mediocre show, you know? Like, it's about taking risks and sometimes falling on your face, and then sometimes you came up with something new, and there's nothing better than that.
A lot of times, you know, you get this whole thing in your head, but you're only really doing the bass and guitar of it, and you're like, yeah, it's like this. And then, like, when they hear it, they play something totally different, and you're like, oh my god, that's so not how I thought that song would be, but it's maybe better. And then it's totally different, and you like it more. Yeah, he really is.
That's why he's going down. Yeah. So I'm this way.
Okay.